So moving on to the tattoos. I've actually only ever attempted tattoos on one other figure. It's actually kind of fun. I actually don't use paint. This is kind of an example of what I have done, but basically have used just a pencil on painted figures. So what I usually use, obviously because you don't want to scratch up any paint you've put on, is a 8 or 9B pencil. The good thing is that on paper they turn out really dark, so in person, on a figure, it doesn't transfer as dark as it usually does. However, if you do a little bit of work, clear coat it, clear coat it, you can kind of build it up just like you would paint to get your darks and your lights. So, and what's nice too about sealing the figure after doing the paint or the tattoos, for instance, for the graphite, it seals really well, or you can build upon it. I feel like I'm talking in circles here. So, said it before, I'll say it again. This stuff, I swear by it. The Little Masters brand that you can get at Hobby Lobby, you know, when they're open. I can't seem to find it on their website, but this, once you coat the graphite that's on the skin, it stays. I know that because I screwed up the diver's helmet underneath her arm here. I don't know if we can see it or not, but I was like, cool, I'll just erase it after I'd sealed it, and that just did not happen. So it works well. It's good to build upon, and it's pretty strong too. It's pretty hard to scrape it off once it's on there, as far as like joint rub and everything goes. So, but with that, Sam has a lot of ink, which is quite a challenge, and I love it. Love a good challenge. So, not nearly as much on her right arm as her left. So if you see, I've already kind of done a little bit of work. The subtle color in there was done with colored pencil and pastel. Problem with colored pencils is it's really hard. So there was one little area here with the green that I had actually messed up because I pushed too hard with the colored pencil. So I was actually able to come in and kind of fake it with a little bit of paint, even though I said, you know, I don't use paint for those. But anyway, so got the right arm done, and then the left arm, she has a complete sleeve that's kind of an aquatic type scene. So there's a mermaid there. Like I said, the diver's helmet. This part here, we've got a shark, I believe, and it kind of goes up underneath the elbow pad, so you can't see the head of it. So there's a treasure chest, things like that. So took, paid a lot of attention to a lot of the pictures, because I want to, being that it's a gift, I want to get it as accurate as possible. So moving on to the legs, she actually has a wolf and a lion on her legs, which is awesome to me because, being a Final Fantasy fan, first thing I think of is Cloud and Squall. So what I'm going to try to attempt to show you here is the lion. If I can draw it on there without, making it look like a porcupine or something. Drawing on this level of detail is pretty difficult, but not, impossible by any means. So there is the lion that I'll be referencing for her left thigh. All right, so I am done. Pretty much what I actually decided to do was make my first attempt at custom boxes as well. Nothing too fancy, but came up with a good idea here. Just, at the very end, kind of package them and make them look a little bit cool. But yeah, anyway, so got Hills all done and Sam as well. All the tattoo work, I'll talk about all this in my final figure review. But with that, move these out the way here. Just basically took the logo that they used for their event and made one half box and then the other one. So, as you can see, they kind of go together and can be displayed together. So we will put that all together, get the foam insert all completed here. The best thing I found is some of this future foam at Home Depot. I was hoping to find some of that black packing material, kind of the open-celled foam, but for whatever reason couldn't find any other than, scavenging it out of dumpsters, which I wasn't going to do. So, anyway, that is what I came up with. So I'll just cut the shape of the figure, then make a place for the alternate head to go, and then we should be ready to rock and roll. See ya at the final review.